He said, "Come wander with me, love. Come wander with me away from this sad world. Come wander with me."
Diet Coke cans made from the Titanic. Part 4. Promenade. Anna and I walked down the ship's promenade, making our way to nowhere in particular. Everything was quiet, and it felt like we were alone in the universe. The waves and night sky surrounded us endlessly, feeling as we were in some purgatory state, cruising through the spectrum with the sanctimonious gates at the edge of the waterline, leading to eternal bliss and holy glory. We sat upon a bench, and Anna laid her head on its headrest as she placed her legs on top of mine. She pulled a cigarette from her pocket, lit it, and placed it against her lips. She looked at the curvature of the ship's funnel, billowing thin smoke into the air. The haze flew through the sky and seemed to dance amongst the stars. Anna took a drag and said, "I don't want to be a bedroom couple." And exhaled from her nose, pushing the vapor into the heavens, hoping it joined the ship's fumes. "What?" I responded, lost in the haze of a full day binge drinking and early morning exhaustion. When I was in LSU, my roommate had a boyfriend. And he was a cool guy. I liked him, thought he was nice, but I don't know. The longer their relationship went on, the less they would hang out in the apartment and the more they'd go into her bedroom. It's like their entire relationship was constrained to the bubble of those four walls. And I get it, intimacy is important. I like when we fuck and make out and lay in bed all day, but fuck, I don't want that to be all this is, you know, she explained. I looked at her feet, laying on my lap, and began twirling my fingers through her shoelaces. We've known each other since we were kids, Anna. I can't imagine us changing our dynamic this late in the game. We're married now. Exactly, she cut me off. That's exactly my point. We've never really slowed down. You got out of a relationship. I called you. We fucked on Christmas. You left and wrote your book. We had a long distance relationship until I graduated college, and we've been traveling and living in hotels ever since. What's going to happen when we settle down from all of this? When it's just us and a television and we have to mingle with the neighbors? We are graced with the opportunity to be in our little bubble now. We are constantly in different environments and surrounded by strangers. But what's going to happen when we have friends over? We are going to be the couple that can't handle hosting other people at our house? Are we going to be the flaky couple? She said, pulling her legs from my lap and sitting straight up. Why worry about future problems, Anna, when tomorrow is never guaranteed? I said, looking into her concerned eyes. Oh, don't give me that shit. You aren't worried about the people we are going to become? No, not really. And I don't see why we are arguing about this. I don't want to fight with you. Because we are just like them, Alex, she screamed into the atmosphere, and her face reddened. Genuinely confused, I responded, Who? Then Anna got from the bench and stood before me. Astra and Aslan, she replied, her face getting redder. They lived in the fucking St. Regis and he killed himself. That's not the same as what we are, Anna. We are two completely different types of partners, I said, looking up at her, absolutely dreading being in this conversation. I hated seeing her like that, drunk and anxious. She was having a panic attack in the middle of the ocean. Most of me wanted to comfort her, but part of me was too exhausted to. I didn't like being compared to Aslan, and the remark got underneath my skin. I just wanted to walk away, sleep, or jump off the edge of the ship. Oh, really? She continued. Tell me, how is our life different? They lived in hotels, drank themselves away every night until their creativity was drained, and never left each other's side. I scratched my beard and dropped my head, not knowing what to say. Seeing my defeat, Anna softened her tone. I just don't want to end up like her, babe. I would never do that to you. Ever. I stood from the bench and looked down upon her, deep into her eyes. Good, she said, wrapping her arms around me. I don't want to need you, Alex. I married you because we chose each other, for better or for worse. She kissed me, the battle over. And because you're hung like a horse. We both laughed and embraced each other's vodka-flavored lips as the sun began to rise. I don't know what is going to happen after the honeymoon phase is over, Anna. I guess no one truly finds out until life slaps them in the face. But I don't want anyone other than you to live with, explore with, or create with. Aslan had his problems, compulsions, and in the end, they became too much for him. I feel terrible for Astra. God knows how she's made it through this, but you're not her, and I'm not him. We are us, and this relationship, this marriage, is our own. And what we have, above anything else, is our transparency towards each other. You don't hide anything from me, where I have to find out about something later, where I lose my trust in you. You're not afraid to tell me what is on your mind, and even though I want to be in bed right now, I'm proud of you for being honest with me. I love you, Anna, more than you could possibly ever know. I love you so much, Alex, she said as we pressed up against each other. Now can we please go back to our cabin and get some fucking sleep, I asked. Oh my God, I'm so glad you finally said it, she said, relieved. We let go of each other and she stretched out her hand. Let's enjoy the honeymoon phase while we are still in our honeymoon. I grabbed her hand, we walked down the promenade, and made our way to the elevators. I don't want to live life fine. I want to live an exciting life that's happy. Like the dream's still there, just the material possessions. But the dream's to be a gallery artist and published by a traditional house. And fame really isn't my goal, not anymore.
With the stick of the whip on my shoulder, with the salt of my sweat on my brow.